So I'm watching the Today Show, and they have Molly Ringwald on, and they're talking about like it's a 30-year, I think, anniversary for the Breakfast Club, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, that movie! It's so iconic. It's so like everybody knows that movie. Everybody quotes it. All those cool lines and stuff like that." And Al Roker goes like, I never saw that movie, and they're like, well, all right. And Molly Ringwald is like, yeah, well, there's like this small percentage population, you fall in that black hole category where you just never got around or didn't see it, and also you're not really in the right age range. And Al's like, well, I mean, even my kids never seen it. No, we just never seen it. And I was thinking about that because it's true. Everybody knows that movie and everybody's seen that movie. And I was wondering, like, well, maybe they didn't see it. Maybe Al and his family didn't see it because he was like black, right? Which could make sense because like that the kids in that movie that was such. I mean, you go back 30 years now, right? And that was like just white people. It was a white people movie. It was before like a lot of you get the everything's mixed up now. You have all races, religions. There aren't any schools that are just like that, where just all the kids are like uh, mostly white, and you get that mix. I mean, if they ever had to do um, a remake, it would be very different. And I'm thinking about like with Al, like I said, probably his kids never saw it because it was all these white people, and it was a white people movie with white kids with white problems, right? Is because he's black, right? And his kids are black, so it just didn't interest him. There wasn't any of the issues or the things that might happen that might be a problem in the black community, and that's why I'm thinking if they did make that movie again today, you know, it would have to be very different, because they had the five different characters, right? They had the criminal, they had the athlete, the the basket case, the princess, and the brain, right? And today that would be like the hoodlum, the jock, the weirdo nutcase, and princess is still like a princess, and the brain. I mean, and if they wanted to update it and make it more like a slice of uh, real society today, like the real petri dish of races and cultures and religions that they have today, they'd really have to like throw everything in. And I think if they, it would be really hard to keep it down to five characters, because it's like, I mean, if you went through the characters, the brains, if they wanted to mix it up, right? Like maybe they could make the brain kid Asian, maybe they could make him like like a nerdy kid, like maybe he could be talking about Comic Con, which would nerd, but that's not even nerdy anymore. That's kind of cool, And the princess, they'd have to make her like where she's like okay, she could be really popular, but they could make her like maybe she could be black and be popular, and she could have like a big Facebook page and maybe like a nice like maybe she could be like famous for having a big booty or something, or I don't know. It just like mix it up, and I guess the basket case. I mean, that could be like, I mean, so far, say I got an Asian, a black kid, because if you really want to update it, because that's it. If they, to be honest, if they ever did, that's what they would have to do. They would have to update it, right? And I guess if they made the basket case, right, she could be white. I don't know why not. Make it in the new movie. Make the crazy one white, right? And that would probably like make a lot of people happy because what the hell? Why not? Right? I don't know if it would be a turn on thing, whatever. But you make the wacky one white, and I guess if you wanted to cover sexuality, right? Because like we didn't really do religions, so I guess the black girl could be Christian, which would normally, or she could be Muslim, could be one or the other, and I guess the Asian kid he could be Christian, or he could be whatever Asians are, I guess. Buddhist? I don't even know, right? So let's say so far we got like the brainy kid who's Asian. He's into like cosplay and Comic Cons and comic books, and I'm thinking that the brain is swirling, and he could be like either Christian or or like a Buddhist or something like that. And then we could have like the black girl. She could be like she could be sassy, right? And like I said, she's like like a big blown up personality. Maybe she could even sing. She'd be like singing and stuff. And she could be either Muslim, so she'd have to wear like the thing on the head, or she could be what is it? What is the thing on the head? Man, I wish I had. Well, whatever. Um, or she could be like, or if she were Christian. But then, I mean, I already made maybe the Asian kid Christian. So now I'm up to say the basket case, right? So I'm thinking she could be lesbian, right? And maybe if you want to make somebody autistic, maybe she could be autistic, right? So she could just be like hyper focused on something, whatever it is. So far we got Asian, we got black, we got white basket case that could also be autistic, right? And she could be a lesbian, and maybe she could be pregnant, right, or something like that. Let's see. And now the jock, and there's so many other people that could be in there, right? Like the jock could be make him the jock like handicapped. I'm thinking, right? Like he's like a wheelchair athlete. He's in the Special Olympics, right? That's what he's a jock, but he's a Special Olympic. And you know what? I'm gonna make him gay, for the hell of it. He's like Special Olympic, but handicapped, not mentally retarded, and just handicap, Special Olympic, gay, and he's in whatever, I don't know. I'll say wheelchair basketball, or because wrestling. Now you know what? Make him wrestle, because that would be like, he would come out and be like, I'm gay. That's why I wrestle. It's the only way I can touch another man, right? And let's see. It's like there's so many things to cover if you want to make it more like updated and like correct for today's society and PC and whatever. So let's see. Do I have any Muslim? Yeah, I already covered my. So that just leaves the criminal and the hoodlum. So the last thing you want to do is make him black, right? And we already have the black girl. She's a princess. So let's see. What nationality would the criminal be? All right. I only thing I can think of is Hispanic, and I'm sorry, Hispanic people. It's not to say that they're Hispanic criminals. And the athlete, did I make him white? Yeah, I'll make him white. Maybe I'll make him Italian. So he's got he's gonna be like hairy Italian, in a wheelchair, and a wrestler. Maybe let's just see. He was like a gay wrestler, but he broke his back, wrestling. So now he's in a wheelchair. He can never wrestle again, and he still wants to be gay. I don't know. It's there's a lot of stuff going on in this new Breakfast Club I'm making. Let's see. And okay, so we're down to the criminal. Okay, he's Mexican. And do I want to put him in a gang? I don't know. That might be too much. Should he sell drugs? I guess he could sell drugs. And do I want to make him like slightly retarded? Nah, he won't be retarded, but he'll have like a really heavy accent, I guess. It'd be like, you don't know what it's like at home. And I know I'm doing Al Pacino from Scarface, but I don't know. I can't really do Hispanic unless it's hello. I'm Pedro. I can do like the lazy Mexican accent. Okay, I guess the new Breakfast Club would be really fucked up because the way I'm describing it, it's like horrible and racist and terrible. And I got a feeling that they will never remake Breakfast Club, and it will only be made for the white people because I guess it's supposed to be a lighthearted movie dealing with light issues that can be touched with humor. Even though they did have the suicide and the suicide people, the brainy kid was suicidal, and the kid where his dad beat him up, and they could still touch that stuff. Yeah, it would be really hard to update it, But who knows? Maybe somebody will listen to this and go like, that guy's got something. That's an idea. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, but I doubt it.